This one was supposed to be a full deep dive. I even started breaking it into chapters. Bob the Builder trend, the over-apologizer, the chauffeur complex. But at some point I realized that all these ways of simping, they're all the same thing. Every example that I came up with boiled down to one pattern that doesn't need 6 videos to explain. So even though How Guys Simp won my latest poll by a landslide, I just couldn't justify stretching the topic on simping just to fill my video library. So what I'm going to do is just give this one video that I think explains all of simping, 100%. At the root of every simp behavior is the same baseline: doing something for a woman that she has not earned. Remember, gentlemen, these women that you meet, they are strangers on the first few dates. Certainly on the first, and sometimes even after the first few months, they are strangers. So let's focus on just the most absurd current trend in women's dating strategies and how this is what I think the epitome of every type of simping. I'm talking about the Bob the Builder trend in women's dating arsenal. This is a very short article. I'll put up a couple of overlays so you can see. But let me just get into the crux of this actually very short article. Essentially, with Bob the Builder, women on dating apps, and perhaps some men too, yeah, I doubt that, are seeking help with building some new furniture or perhaps some assistance fixing that leak without wanting to spend hundreds just to get a professional to come and take a look. You heard that right. Where we're going with this is a woman asking a man to fix a leaky pipe. No innuendo, seriously meant there at all, no pun. Asking for furniture, helping me to put together my IKEA bookshelf. Hinge dates are now more living up to their name by fixing door hinges, while those on Plenty of Fish are being given plenty of tasks before earning themselves a second date. Could you imagine earning a second date by helping a woman change the oil in her vehicle? Gentleman who writes this continues, "You can see why it might be a good idea and in the long term saves you moving in with somebody who can't do basic DIY tasks." One woman living in New York explained how she casually mentioned to a finance bro that something in her bedroom needed fixing, and turns out it wasn't just an excuse to get him up to her room. She explained, "I remember telling one of my Hinge matches about this and how I wanted plants to brighten up my room," she said. "Well, I think we have to do that on our first date. I'll buy you all the plants you need to fill your room." That was the response from her date. Another guy offered to hang her frames. No, that's not an innuendo, this gentleman says, and ended up buying nails and a large lamp to help brighten up the room. She explained, "I thought it was funny how I brought this guy into my bedroom and his first thought was to start fixing things and telling me what I needed to fix in my room." And the article ends, "So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to meet your long-term future partner and you want to do them and you want them to be good at DIY, this is just the way to do it. It might be risky showing a first date where you live. That is the least of gentlemen's worries. But if they come up and fix a few things and you never see them again, is it really a great cost-saving method?" And here's the crux of my take on this. Who is doing this? Apparently the same woman got 2 different guys into her house to fix things, to buy her plants, to buy her a lamp, and hang things on her wall. That means one of those guys, at least one of those, has never seen her again. Who is doing this? And again, this is the very, very baseline of simping. It's doing something for women that they do not or have not earned. Whether it's paying for the first date, you don't know strangers, you don't know any women. I would not do that for my neighbor. My neighbor down the hall, I would not go out to brunch with him or to lunch or a happy hour and pay for his meal or his drinks. And I've known that guy for a long time. I'm sure as hell not going to do it for a stranger. And I'm sure as hell not going to go into a stranger's house, somebody I'll likely never see again, and start buying them plants, changing their oil, or fixing their dishwasher. So listen, I understand that there are a lot of different ways to simp. And like I said, for me, it all boiled down to just one simple thing: doing things for women who have not yet earned it. I mean, listen, there's obviously emotional and ideological versions of the same thing. Moral simping. It's guys who, for example, they post long social media apologies on behalf of men. Or those women have not earned those men's respect or time. They haven't earned anything from him, yet we have these simps online apologizing on behalf of men. It's even those guys that become constant fixers. They become emotional sponges and financial safety nets. It's men who say yes to every favor and still wonder why they're treated like an accessory instead of a partner. It's all because you're doing things for women before they have earned it. So I know that this is a bit of a short one, a little bit out of the blue, and I just could not imagine making this any of thing like a 30 to 60 minute deep dive. It's all the same, gentlemen. Stop doing things for women who haven't earned it.